We are now joined by King Taco La Batalla. We are now joined by King Taco La Batalla en el Coliseo winner, Daniel Suarez. Estamos aquí con el ganador de la King Taco La Batalla en el Coliseo. Daniel, you're kind of back at your roots. You started in the NASCAR Mexico Series, and what was that like to be back with, your old competitors, your old team, and just win the race here?
Yeah, it was definitely very, very special. For some of you guys that know me, you guys know that this race means a lot to me. Oh man, I forgot I was gonna wait.
That's
but
okay.
anyway,
That's okay.
And yeah, very, very happy to be here. I knew that this race was a very, very big deal for NASCAR Mexico and for NASCAR here in the United States, and not just to have the opportunity to compete, but to have a competitive car and finishing in victory lane is quite special.
Bueno, Daniel, acabas de ganar en donde empezó tu carrera en NASCAR. ¿Qué se siente llevarte la victoria, el trofeo, y de poder correr por lo menos una carrera más con la serie mexicana?
Sí, es un sentimiento muy bonito, muy especial. Como tú sabes, para mí esta oportunidad de volver a correr con mi equipo de NASCAR México, el mismo equipo que me vio crecer, el mismo equipo que me dio una oportunidad hace 13, 14 años y eventualmente pude hacer el movimiento de los Estados Unidos y llegar a Cup Series. Es muy especial, y no solamente eso, pero poder ganar la carrera con ellos una vez más. Quién sabe, tal vez es la última carrera que voy a hacer en NASCAR México, tal vez no, pero ganar con gente en la cual aprecio demasiado es muy especial, y sinceramente el de estar aquí el día de hoy, esto significa igual que ganar una carrera de Cup Series para mí, y la gente que me conoce sabe que no estoy mintiendo cuando digo eso.
All right, we're going to open it up to questions. We'll start right back there.
Alan Basiahi, Net 25. Daniel, obviously you got the result that you wanted. But if we were going to go before the race and presented you with the question, which would be more difficult, driving in the rain or driving a day ahead of schedule, what would you have answered and why?
Listen, every time that there is rain in the area, there is a lot of unknowns, and there is as a race car driver, you want to control things, and you want to predict things, and you want to be ready. You prepare yourself physically, mentally, with food, sleep, and everything. And when it's raining and when you're waiting, it's never fun. It's never fun. I have done it so many different times, and it's never fun. So I want to give a lot of credit to NASCAR and to our broadcast partners for adjusting. We know that there is going to be a huge storm starting tonight, pretty much for the next few days. So if we were not making this move, who knows where we're going to be racing, and who knows if we were going to race. So huge credit to NASCAR and to the broadcast partners, and of course to the fans that they show up last minute. I have a lot of friends that they were not supposed to be here today, and I had to text them, call them, and they ended up showing up last minute. So I'm glad that we were able to adjust.
Aquí adelante.
Hola Dani, Cari Jicotenca de Claro Sports, es un placer volver a encontrarte después de que dejaste México. Y bueno, 2014 también ganaste aquella presentación en Phoenix con el equipo de Jimmy Morales. Sigue demostrando que tiene la mano, ¿no?, para poner carros ganadores.
Sí, definitivamente muy contento y muy orgulloso por la oportunidad con Jimmy Morales. Tengo que agradecer a NASCAR, a Trackhouse, a NASCAR México por darme la oportunidad. Obviamente también a Quaker State, a Freeway Insurance y toda la gente que me apoyó para poder estar en esta posición, porque obviamente no es fácil, obviamente se requiere mucho trabajo. Hemos estado trabajando en este proyecto por un par de meses y hacerlo bien se requiere tiempo, y bueno, gracias a Dios tuvimos el tiempo y el apoyo para hacerlo bien.
Oye, aprovechando también con Jimmy, hablábamos acerca de lo que será esta temporada 2024, grandes cambios en tu equipo, probablemente los mejores que tendrás para proyectar grandes resultados, nuevas victorias. ¿Cómo te sientes del proyecto que ya estás comenzando prácticamente en Daytona en unos días?
Sinceramente, Este 2024 me siento muy, muy contento y muy ilusionado. Me siento como el año 2021, de hecho, me sentía exactamente igual porque el año 2020 fue un año muy duro para mí. Y el 2021 regresé con Trackhouse reforzados, hicimos muy bien las cosas. Así me siento este año. A pesar de que el día de hoy no tuvimos el día que queríamos, tengo un equipo fuerte y yo lo sé y vamos a demostrarlo cómo va pasando el año. Tenemos trabajo que hacer, eso lo sabemos, pero tengo un equipo fuerte, ya lo veo, ya lo veo venir. La organización que tenemos, cómo estamos trabajando, es cuestión de tiempo para que se cansen de hablar del carro número 99 en la Cup Series, que vamos a estar ganando carreras.
All right, we're going to go up to the press box.
Zach Sterniel of NASCAR.com. Daniel, congratulations on this. What was it like getting back behind the wheel of a car like this? And did any memories come back once you kind of got situated in the car?
Of course, many memories, many memories. It was very special. As I mentioned a little bit ago, to have NASCAR Mexico Series race the same day, the same weekend with the same fans, the same event than the Cup Series in Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. I don't really know if this gets any better than this. To me, this race of NASCAR Mexico is as important as winning the championship for the NASCAR Mexico Series. And you can ask this question to any driver that races full time. It's a big deal, to race here. And for me to have the opportunity to race with Jimmy Morales, Trackhouse gave me the opportunity, Quaker State, Freeway Insurance is very special. It's very, very special to be here and to perform this way and not really to end up with a super cool, authentic trophy.
You also talked about for the last couple of years just how significant the LA market was to NASCAR. To be able to get out, celebrate a win, and hear the cheers from the crowd. How special was that moment to be able to soak that in and share that?
Yeah, it's super special. I knew a lot of fans were gonna stay along after the Cup race, and I wasn't surprised. But when I got out of the car and I saw the Daniel Suarez flags and 99 flags, it gave me goosebumps. It gave me that happiness, that reason why I do this. I do this because I love competing. I love racing. I love so much, and racing. This is something that happens in many sports, but racing, you lose way more races than when you win because you are competing against 40 other drivers, and sometimes you have to be very, very tough, mentally, to be able to overcome so many different challenges. And when you are able to achieve the ultimate goal, which is winning a race, and you have a crowd, a fan base like that cheering you on. I mean, there were at least a handful of 1,000 people out there with Mexican flags and Daniel Suarez flags. It's something that is very hard to describe. It's very special.
I think we have one more up in the press box.
Luis Torres, the podium finish. First of all, congrats on the win, Daniel. How it's going to be in English and Spanish, the first in English. How gratifying is it to win? Of course, you have that Cup win at Sonoma a couple years ago. How worth is this rank, knowing that you have a lot of people that were supporting you, especially that got here in such short notice?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the win at Sonoma it's hard to match, right? But this win is definitely up there. It's a lot of every win is different. This is the beautiful part about racing, and the beautiful part about competing is that you can win 100 races, and every single one of them is gonna mean something different. It's gonna have a different flavor, and this one is unique. I guarantee you that I'm gonna continue to win many races this year. That's the plan, and every single race is gonna have a different flavor, and to be able to win here like I said in the series that gave me that opportunity with the team, with my mechanics, it's very special. It's very, very special, and I can't wait to continue to grow, to continue to always move forward, and to have more moments like today.
Qué importante era ganar con José Elvio, estaba parte del equipo en Trackhouse y como él estaba en general, me has mencionado qué significa ganar con la gente que conoces.
Sí, es un gran significado. Me siento muy orgulloso y afortunado de estar en esta posición, de representar a un gran equipo como lo es el equipo de Escudería Telmex y Jimmy Morales, a Trackhouse, a Quaker State, a Freeway Insurance y a muchísima gente que me ha apoyado, no solamente hoy, pero a lo largo de mi carrera.
All right, we'll continue right up here.
Crystal Clay, RacingRefresh.com. I know you kind of touched on it a little bit with your own fans and fans with the Mexico flags, but out of the 3 years that you've been here for the Clash, what have you noticed about the fans in Los Angeles, both in the grandstands and walking around the Coliseum?
Honestly, they make me feel like home, you know, and that's something that I'm not surprised. You know, Los Angeles is an amazing place. It's a place that I personally enjoy coming so much, and the reason of that is because people here make me feel like home. You know, there is the population of Latinos, of Hispanic is very, very big, as we all know, and to race here in Los Angeles, I mean, if you ask me, then are you surprised that there were so many Mexicans and so many Mexican flags and Daniel Suarez flags? I'm not, you know, but I'm saying that in a very humble way. And the reason why I'm not is because I feel like I'm racing at home. You know, I feel like I'm racing in my house, in home, and that's very special. You know, I hope that I have the opportunity in the future to have a lot of more nights like tonight, because winning is very special, but to have the support of people, of my people, supporting me the way that they did at another race is something that is very hard to describe.
All right, we'll go right up here first, and then to you.
Felicitaciones, Tocayo, a Daniel Olea de Zona Deportiva. ¿Qué tanto influyó el hecho de que ya has corrido en esta pista como una ventaja sobre los demás competidores? ¿Y cómo mantienes esa hambre, mentalidad de triunfo? Acabas de ganar la batalla en el Coliseo y te escuchamos ya pensando en un trofeo grande comenzando en Daytona.
Estoy enfermo. Me encanta competir y esa es la verdad. Yo creo que por eso estoy en la posición en la que estoy. Me encanta competir y es algo que me siento muy afortunado de tener ese algo adentro de mí que me encanta competir y me encanta hacerlo de una forma fuerte. Me siento muy afortunado, obviamente, de tener grandes equipos conmigo, Trackhouse, grandes patrocinadores, Jimmy Morales, que me ha apoyado desde que tengo 16 años, Carlos Eldim y muchísima gente. Me siento muy afortunado y bueno, cuando se trata de la pista es muy difícil, porque la pista realmente, la pista es nueva, la pista se la destruyen y la vuelven a hacer, entonces cada año cambia un poquito. Entonces, a lo mejor esa pequeña ventaja que yo tenía en saber un poco la pista, a lo mejor ellos la tenían en el lado del carro, porque el carro ha cambiado muchísimo en los últimos 10 años. Frenos, transmisión, dirección, mucha tecnología que hace 10 años no se tenía. Entonces, yo creo que se balancea eso, ¿no? Y la realidad de las cosas es que los pilotos de NASCAR México son muy buenos. Entonces, esa pequeña ventaja que yo tenía de conocer la pista, después de la primera práctica ya se acabó, porque ya todos entendieron la pista, se acoplaron. Entonces esa ventaja realmente dura una práctica. Y ya después nos empezamos a nivelar todos. Pero bueno, sinceramente muy, muy contento de estar aquí, contento de poder haber ganado un trofeo tan bonito y tan emblemático aquí en NASCAR México en Los Ángeles y espero que sigamos celebrando este 2024 muchas victorias como esta.
Right up here.
AJ England, RacingRefresh.com. Felicidades. You and Trackhouse and Justin are going to get a lot of credit, Team Chevy as well. But there's a gentleman that's a leader within your organization. It seems like every young veteran that he's able to help develop really thrives, and that's Ty Norris. I saw him downstairs earlier, and he was all smiles. He was giving fist bumps and celebrating. This was before the race even started. Are you able to share what your relationship with Ty has been, and maybe, if so, how he's helped you grow?
Yeah, man. Listen, Ty and I, we have a very special relationship. Back in 2020, he reached out to me and he told me about this project that he had with Justin Marks called Trackhouse. It was a piece of paper. He came to my house and it was a piece of paper, and I bought in. You know, I bought on him, and I bought on Justin Marks, and it was very special. You know, it was very special to be able to believe in a piece of paper. I remember several people, including my dad and my manager, they told me, Daniel, because we had other options as well. Maybe we should go somewhere else. And sometimes I trust my gut feeling a lot. And on Trackhouse, that's exactly what I did. I said, man, my gut feeling is telling me that Justin and Ty, they have the experience. They really want to do it right. And it may take a little bit, but I think we can do it. So anyway, you know, we've been through a lot together. And to be able to call Ty not just a boss, but also a friend, because we've been through a lot of tough times, but a lot of good times as well. It's very special.
Any final questions?
Dani, tengo que preguntarte esto antes de irme. En México dicen que cuando el río suena es porque algo lleva, ¿no? En las últimas horas se anuncia que probablemente NASCAR pueda ir de visita muy pronto a México, ¿no? Regresar por allá a la Ciudad de México. ¿Qué opinas de esto? Obviamente sé que eres un entusiasta y que darías tu voto a favor.
Se me pone la piel chinita cuando dices eso. Sinceramente ha sido algo que hemos trabajado por mucho tiempo. Para mí sería un sueño hecho realidad. NASCAR aquí en los Estados Unidos se ha enfocado muchísimo en cruzar fronteras, no solamente con México, pero con Canadá, Sudamérica, Europa, Asia. NASCAR está creciendo mucho y obviamente no es secreto que el mercado latino es un mercado muy, muy importante para NASCAR y se han tenido muchas conversaciones sobre eso. No te puedo decir que sí, no te puedo decir que no, pero sería un sueño realidad para mí y ganar en casa, imagínate. Ahí sí me volvería loco, pero bueno, vamos a esperar que la gente que está realmente trabajando en estos proyectos cierre las cosas y ojalá que pronto podamos tener buenas noticias.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias y felicidades.
Gracias a todos.